no beginning, there is no end, only a becoming. When we say that an old chapter in your life ends and a new one begins, does it really end? When we say he or she has died, do we then comprehend that they have come to an end? Is there really an ending in life and death? Is there really even a beginning? Would it be better to perhaps focus on becoming rather than seeing a beginning or an end? With a beginning, there is a presumption that there is an eventual ending to that which you have become, which leaves life with no room for real expansion. Did you know that Native American Lakota people do not actually have a word in their native language that means goodbye? There is no ending, so to speak, when you move on from one another. They say toksha, a phrase meaning see you later, whether it be later in this life or another life. In fact, therefore, you may see that person again, not the way you were, but in the way that you have become. So the word toksha allows for this evolvement, this transition and expansion that we as humans can rightfully experience in life and in death. So there are no beginnings or endings ever, but endless opportunities to become. It is the new becoming that runs its course, and from that new becoming that has run its course, another becoming appears, and it goes full circle again, like the seasons. Even last year's seasons are different from this year's season, and so on and so forth. Everything comes from something, and there is a cycle that keeps going. It all becomes, and thus there are no ends, but only new becomings. The universe is said to have a beginning. Does that mean, therefore, that it will have an end? If you believe that life is eternal, then one is also saying there is no end. So does that imply we can have a universe with a beginning, but with no end? Or that the universe has become and forever becomes, like the number one that continues to become another number and another number, and so it goes, endless, with no beginning or end. There are folk who spend a lot of their life living in fear of death because they understand death to be an end, which brings with it sadness, foreboding, and dread. Those who fear life do so because perhaps in their mind life comes to an end, and thus they may never live life fully. Perhaps we all need to look at experiences in life and ultimately death as becoming, a transition where you become from being in body and now in spirit, but still conscious and aware, so therefore not really coming to an end, but becoming from that which you once were. We can change our mindset so that we not only see death as an extension of becoming, not an end to life, and see life with opportunities of becoming, with no endings in sight. This way one can live life without fearing death, as we will then understand life as being eternal with no endings, just becoming, being forever connected to Source and embraced in love and light in all our becoming. Perhaps ponder on this concept and come to your own discernment. And if you can look at life and death as boundless becoming, you will forever expand. So you will be left with this. In truth, There isn't really an ending, but a becoming from whence it was to where it is now, and from where it is now to where it will become. As with the number one, it is eternal, infinite, and endless, as is life and death. There is no ending, only a becoming.